right here in River State and in every part of Nigeria. Time check is 6:33 a.m. Welcome to the newspaper review. This is where we take the headlines from the dailies and we get your responses accordingly. Starting from the Punch, music icon Onyeka Onwenu dies at 72. Nigerian sprinter Favour Ofili denied 100-meter spots at Paris Olympics. NNPC targets 2 million barrels oil production daily. And hardship protests, security agencies occupy Abuja venue as Inspector General and organizers disagree. The numbers of call are 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. We're live on Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria InfoPH. That means you can watch as you listen and drop your comments on those platforms. When you call, please turn off your radio, go straight to the point, and make sense in 60 seconds. Hello, good morning. Okay, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please turn off your radio.
I'm Oracle.
Good morning.
Yeah, what? My name is Comrade Letambari Sunday.
All right, go ahead.
I'm calling from Bori. First, let me react to the scarcity of fuel in the country. Definitely, I expect that such will happen because we have not actually set a standard in this country. And so we expect that things will go abnormal once a while. And this was the reason why I also said when the labor leaders went for the negotiation with the federal government and they come up with the demand of 70,000, and I said, what will be the value of this 70,000 when nothing is being booked as a backup so that this 70,000 naira can have value for those who said they are working and they are receiving this amount of money? My brother, you know that if you are a worker, already you have been taken that you are working and you have a lot to do for the people. And when this thing cannot take care of the family, then you are a faller. Lastly, on the protest, I have made my stand on the protest that I am not going to be part of it if these conditions are not followed. One, the protest will be a warning protest and not a disaster protest. Two, the protest, when the thing is being presented to the government at the government house, there will be three key things which are the problem to Nigeria. One, replacement of refurbishment of our refinery. Two, our naira devaluation. And three, the electricity, that the tariff has been high. That is what we should be looking at.
All right.
All these things will settle other problems because it has been a major area that is affecting the people of this country.
All right, thank you very much.
That is my take on that. Thank you.
Thank you for your take. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, I'm Oracle.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Ed Alugaman from Nigeria.
Go ahead.
Yes, I want to say that Nigerians have decided we are hitting the streets of Nigeria on the 1st, that is tomorrow, to register our displeasure. Because what is happening in this country is affecting both the rich and the poor. We that are in the media space are not left behind. We are going to make sure that the protest is peaceful. And I want to say, the caretaker chairman of Eche local government, Barrister John Otamiri, calling on Eche people not to protest. For me, he lacks the capacity to do so. Because you heard on the news, and all of us are in the media, we are hearing other caretaker chairmen doing projects, visiting their rural areas, making sure that the suffering of their people is being curtailed. And also the empowerment by the Mr. President, they are sharing it. But in the chair here, we have not seen anything. We have not seen what the chairman is doing. What I, Lugaman, and other people know that the chairman has done is rebuilding a town hall. A caretaker chairman, what an individual could do is what the caretaker is telling us that he is doing. For me, he lacks the capacity. Tomorrow, people are protesting to follow other Nigerians to reach their displeasure.
Thank you, Lugaman. That's about a minute. Hello, good morning. Okay, call back if you can. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Susie. I'm calling from Remako.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm also of the opinion that protest is actually the right of our people as abrogated by our constitution. And then I want to say that, like every other woman in the board of Nigeria, will be saying that people should also give the president that benefit of the doubt to actually fix the country. Like yesterday, Kocha was talking to some people, the chairman caretaker, APC River State, on his tour for project inspection. He was talking to people and said they should give the president that particular opportunity to fix the country, because the situation we are today, we have today in Nigeria, is actually inherited by Tinubu. So fixing it will not be a rocket science. He talked about it over and over and all of that places where we went to yesterday. So I want to also add my voice that the president has started taking steps that are very glaring. By doing one or two, people should actually give him that opportunity. Instead of following the issues of, even when people were asked, what are you going to protest for? The issues raised by those protesters, some of them are not even seen, are not even clear to my own ears. So for me, I believe that we should give him that opportunity and not to cause mayhem in this country. Okay. Because Tinubu is actually working. And that is for me, I have seen it and I'm also seeing it. Thank you very much from Renako.
All right, thank you very much. I'll be going back to the phone line shortly, but I have comments on different platforms. I'll begin with Twitter. We must take our health status seriously via regular medical checks and examination. Rest in peace, Onyeka Onwenu. Tony Anthony Odum says on Twitter. Skifu Peru says the federal government to pay 10,000 Niger Delta youths 50,000 naira monthly. Nice one, but my question is, how will they go about doing it? And Johnny says, as we are urged to embrace peace and not partake in the protests, why haven't the government embraced good governance and made living conditions better? And Johnny goes on to say, good morning. Okay, that's a repeat of the same comment. Let's go over to Facebook, where we are live. Lorenzo Delight says, Ipman urging Rivers residents not to panic over scarcity of PMS when prices have increased is incredible. Why are leaders treating us like this? Preaching for youths not to participate in protests without putting measures that will address the root causes of our hardship is baseless. Hunger Day. And he goes on to say, may the soul of Onyeka Onwenu rest with the greatest of men. Thank God that Atuebu says, if we fail to end bad governance in Nigeria, our children will suffer more than what we are suffering now. And Bakel John, still on Facebook, says, I don't think it's right for the police to block the venue of the protest. This may worsen the situation. May the positive change we want to be archived. And Dr. Mrs. Maulebra says the catalyst that skyrocketed our extreme hardship is the president's unilateral removal of fuel subsidy, which is the only dividend of democracy we're benefiting from government. With it, every other thing got worse. Nigerians demand that petrol must not exceed 300 naira, and later, that mindless spendings by the legislature and indeed cost of governance be reduced by at least 60% and Senate be scrapped. This remains our resolve and demands. Not really. Okay, we'll take a few from WhatsApp and I'll get back to the phone lines. Please let these organized protests not be hijacked by politicians who are organizing anti-protesters to stop the peaceful protest. Please, politicians, I beg of you to allow the protest go peacefully to avoid a breakdown of law and order, Comrade Okere Henry from Oyibo says. And Christian Williams, still on WhatsApp. Fuel increases on a daily basis, yet people are preaching against protest. For me, protest is the right of citizens as enshrined in the Constitution, and Nigerians must protest to stop bad governance. Christian Williams from HA says. Odemegu says, good morning. When some things are going wrong or inimical laws are made by government, let they that did not see anything bad in those laws allow us that have seen the evil in such laws the chance to express our grievances. Odemegu Sonny Didia from Omerelu. Back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning. All right, call back if you can. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning. What's your name? Okay. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, what's your name?
Yeah. My name is Curtis. I'm calling you from Obubu.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, I want to actually commend the CPC chairman, that was appointed by His Excellency Governor Sefuma, that they are doing wonderfully well, especially the CTC chairman of Ogubolu, Right Honorable Vance DP, the CTC chairman of Faga, Chichi Martin, Fogiapo. They are making us proud. We that of the Simplified Movement. Want to say it is a great one. And governors did a very good work selecting this humble man who is making us proud wherever we go. They have shown capacity and capability.
Hello?
Including my own local government in Kukugan. All doing well.
Hello?
God bless all of them and continue to strengthen
Hello?
them. And we will continue to stand for Simplified Movement.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Are you okay? You're losing breath.
No, I'm not too strong.
Okay, then lie down. Thank you for calling. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Sam, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is J.A.J. and I'm calling you from Port Harcourt.
Okay, go ahead, JJ.
Let me go with CAN chairman and the chairman of caretaker chairman of the Share local government that have called for peace. There's no protest. I think that's the way to go. According to Jackie Chan, he said the stronger man knows that it's easier to forgive than to fight, but he opts for fight. Let's not be that strong man. And I want to commend David Omereji. I want to also commend the caretaker chairman of Asabitoro local government. David Omereji provided transformer and provided light for Itu and Akpabo community. Sam, you know why I'm commending him?
No.
The former chairman of the local government, that's MOA local government, is from Akpabo. And from what we heard this morning, is that Akpabo have not had light for 8 years. David Omereji came in just 2 months. He has provided light for them. The same thing in Ipo that has happened. And for Asaritoru, for over 1 year, somebody was in office, there was no light. And Amakri came in and said, look, let there be light. You know, they are doing what God asked us to do. So for me, I commend them. But the people who have been there for how many years, 3 years, no light for their people, how do you sleep? How do you sleep? You have generator in your house, your people don't have light, and you're there to serve your people? I don't get it at all conclusively. The man in Degema saying he's thanking the FCT minister for giving peace during Congress, legal Congress, and all those. If there was problem now, you call him now. Now that there's peace, you are now calling the FCT minister for illegal Congress. God bless us all. Thank you very much.
No, JJ, the same way you just commended some chairman for doing what has not been done, I think people have the right to call the FCT minister or even God directly. So we all reserve that right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
Sammy Kukigam, Sammy.
All right, go ahead.
Sammy, the late icon, Onyeka Onyenwe, died at 72. My heart goes to that great icon of Nigerian music. All of our fineness has gone to rest. My soul rest in peace. Sammy, my problem this morning is the protest that's coming up to tomorrow at Abuja, and the police are disagreeing with the organizers. Sammy, since I was young and getting old, I've not seen a country like Nigeria.
Okay.
If Professor Chinachi wrote about things fall apart, that was a country. He wrote years back, today we are come to play, that things are falling apart in this country, Nigeria. Nobody can fight it any more longer. Sammy, look, today Nigeria no one can miss again, Nigeria again. So find one way, it become a problem for Nigerians. I've got the president. You have to resign and go to power. If it's an Europe today, the president has to resign. And so because Nigerians are dying in hunger, I am dying in hunger. So I want the protest to go on. Let Nigeria occupy the road as what happened in Lagos. Or Tinubu and his president occupy Lagos for 1 week. Let us occupy Nigeria for let this government change or the president to resign.
All right, thank you very much. But it's important to note, when we keep saying we have never seen a country like Nigeria, I think that's the idea. You're supposed to have a country that has never been seen before. And for those who are progressive, I'm still talking countries, they did not achieve their level of stability without some hitches. The Nigerian one always sounds different because this is the one we get to experience. But as regards the protests, this is my position, and I'm certain the position of management. While citizens have the right, as the Constitution provides, it is important that we do not take away the peace factor out of it. The right to peaceful assembly is a right, not a right to violent assembly. So it's important that it does not lose the peace factor if there would be a protest. Let's go over to Facebook. Roundface says, good morning. Mr. Otamini asking Eche people not to participate in the planned hunger protest. I want to ask him where he was when a bag of cement rose from 2,500 to 8,000, a loaf of bread from 450 to 1,800, a basin of gari from 2,500 to 18,000, a bag of rice, cup of beans, dollar, lots of things listed here, but we get the point. Or does Eche people have a market where things are cheaper without inflation? Roundface is asking. And Blessed Ola says Rivers youth will participate in the nationwide protest because there's hunger in the land and we cannot continue doing slavery in our own country. Stephen Ibiki says, on the death of Onyeka Onwenu, my condolence to the family. It was a shock and sad news. She was indeed an icon. One of her songs never deleted from my phone is Iyogodo, a song that brings good memories. May her soul rest in peace. Sunday Asua says no amount of intimidation by security agencies can stop the protests. And Chukwudi says, I don't think this protest will see the light of day, considering the way many groups are withdrawing. Bakal John says, I don't think it's right for the police to block the venue. This may worsen the situation. All right, let's do justice to WhatsApp and get back to the phone lines. King Boy says, good morning. Eche chairman calling Eche indigents not to join the protest. This call is a good one, but the federal government should be called to order because it's taking Nigerians for granted. Nigerians have suffered so much since APC took over leadership in Nigeria. And Gospel says, my question is, protest constitutional? I want to appeal to those who are in various positions in government not to pay peanuts to some youths to hijack the protest. The caretaker committee chairman should stop the eye service and remember that all local government council secretariats are barricaded by the Nigerian police. How do we get here? Bad followers, he says. And the next comment says, anyone calling for suspension of protests is an enemy to the development of Nigeria. When has government made promises and fulfilled them in this country? They kept promising to repair the refineries and nothing happened. They even tried to frustrate the Dangote refinery, if not for the intervention of the president recently. Bishop John from Eche says, all right, back to the phone lines. We'll take a few calls and we wrap it up. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, what's your name?
Mo John calling from Bonnie.
Go ahead.
I want to say that this protest, those that say we should not protest, everybody cannot be the same. Everybody cannot support one thing. I believe those that are calling they say we should not protest as people that have their brothers and sisters in the government, this government that keep us like this. So let them speak on their own, not for all the masses. People who want to protest, let them go and protest. Those who don't want to protest, let them remain. It's not for them to say we should not protest, because to buy something in the market now, it's not easy. Everything is skyrocketing.
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, SOC.
Good morning.
Yes, I can. Calling from Ubumini.
Go ahead.
The caretaker committee chairman of our local government donated 2 transformers to Apabo E2, right?
Go ahead.
Hello?
We're listening. Go ahead.
Yes, I think he should also remember Ubumini community. The moribund State School 1, Ubumini, for the past 15 years now, is an eyesore. The former chairman of our local government constructed 1 kilometer road and yet to be completed. So I appeal for him to come to Ubumini and give us a democratic dividends. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Sam Oracle. How are you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing well. Good morning. What's your name?
Yes, sir. I meant the very distinguished Temple, okay, calling you from a chair.
Go ahead, Temple.
It is indeed a very sad one to the family of Wenu. I pray Jehovah God accept our soul. And the capacity chairman of Eche local government, Honorable Barrister John Ongobo Otame, call on the Eche people to shun the protest. I think for me, it is indeed very laughable if someone will come and tell us that the council chairman of Eche, the number one citizen of Eche, does not have such a right to call on, people to shun protest, Eche people to shun protest. The very distinguished Sam Oracle, a man who has, within the space of 1 month, empower more than 1,000 Eche people, giving them a stipend of at least 50,000 naira, at least for them to hold their body. It's just not a man not doing the needful. It's such a man not augmenting their suffering, trying to at least cushion the effect of what they are passing through. A man who has virtually innovated Okomoko General Hospital within the space of 1 month. A man who has ensured that every look and carry of a child, I'm talking to you right now, is on top of the situation in ensuring that Umechem get right. Just imagine the very distinguished Sam Oracle.
All right.
See, the only thing we'll continue to push to Mr. President is that the action he took while assuming office in ensuring that fuel subsidy was removed.
Thank you, Temple. I must move on now. We're officially out of time. We'll talk about the protest at the 8 o'clock hour from the perspective of a bag of rice. Please stay with us.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.